Louisiana. In the prayer time, God gave a vision. There were people who used God's armor. They boarded an extraordinary plane, and their plane was different from any other planes. On the front of the plane was inscription North America, and on the clouds was inscription Louisiana. Then the Lord showed the people in Louisiana naked. They had intercourse indiscriminately. Then God gave Isaiah chapter 59. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 1 until 8. Surely the arm of the Lord is not too short to save, nor his ear too dull to hear, but your iniquities have separated you from your God. Your sins have hidden his face from you, so that he will not hear. For your hands are stained with blood, your fingers with guilt. Your lips have spoken falsely. No one calls for justice. No one pleads a case with integrity. They rely on empty arguments. They utter lies. They conceive trouble and give birth to evil. They hatch the eggs of vipers and spin a spider's web. Whoever eats their eggs will die, and when one is broken, another is hatched. Their cobwebs are useless for clothing. They cannot cover themselves with what they make. Their deeds are evil deeds, and acts of violence are in their hands. Their feet rush into sin. They are swift to shed innocent blood. They pursue evil schemes. Acts of violence mark their ways. The way of peace they do not know. There is no justice in their paths. They have turned them into crooked roads. No one who walks along them will know peace. After that, God showed a spirit that resembled a giant turtle walking near the beach. He walked away, leaving eggs lined up on every road he passed. And over the city, there seemed to be a giant bat wing, but only one wing covered the whole city. And it was a long time because God showed Michael Jackson singing on stage there and being idolized. It spread the power of darkness there. Then God showed a cross there, and on the right and left there were like the Roman soldiers. God told that the church there felt threatened or intimidated. The North Pole. After that, God showed an inscription, the North Pole. There is an angel with wings and with people who wear God's armor. This angel carries a weapon like an arrow, and it looks like the angel is starting to aim. But it turns out that the arrow was not shot, but used to suck something, and the one that was sucked was stored in a bag on the back of the angel, which getting bigger as the gun sucks. One of them asked God what was in the bag, and God said, "It is viruses that have been planned." Then God gave the words of 1 John chapter 5. 1 John chapter 5 verse 1 until 5. Everyone who believes that Jesus is the Christ is born of God, and everyone who loves the Father loves his child as well. This is how we know that we love the children of God, by loving God and carrying out his commands. In fact, this is love for God, to keep his commands, and his commands are not burdensome, for everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Who is it that overcomes the world? Only the one who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. Then God showed there was Bill Gates at the North Pole. He was focused on looking at the nations around the North Pole, and his brain seemed like a computer memory and seemed to have a plan for the nations around the North Pole. Then there was Xi Jinping, who looked in the opposite direction but saw something. They didn't seem to be talking to each other. Then the team prayed for this.